Guys, they said Kabiyesi was surprised when Iyanifa gave him conditions before she will come to help in the spiritual matters that is disturbing the palace right now. You know that I think if this information is true, I think it's the best thing to do because I don't see the reason why whenever there is issues like this in the palace, they will consult Iyanifa. Iyanifa will help. Then when it is time for Kabiyesi or Iyanifa to tell Kabiyesi, okay, see what you will do or see what you will do, Kabiyesi will just ignore it or Kabiyesi will not do it. You see that if she continues like that, a lot will be happening. And from what we heard, Kabiyesi's palace is not the only place that she is working. She have a lot of people calling her. Most people who are Ifa believers, they said most of them are using the woman, as in she is rendering services to them, you know. And that is why most times if they call her, she will tell them, oh, she cannot make it, she is busy with social work and all of that. But they say she never fails to look for solution to their problems, you know. But even though sometimes she refused to come, and you know that things like this, when the going gets tough, they need her presence because when she is there, it's not it's always different when she is not there. You cannot compare the two. So now we are hearing that after they contacted her and she told them what to do, and when they got to the place that she directed them, they dug out an image they refer to as hermaphrodite with some strange blood stain on the mouth of the penis and everything. So this thing is something that is disturbing the palace. But it's unfortunate that Iyanifa did not tell them who did it and what can be done to stop its manifestation, because what she told them is that someone or some people are manipulating that. When they invoke that spirit, that thing will get up and go and cause miscarriage to any of the wives. Because if you guys have been following, not only one person, almost all the wives have been complaining of getting pregnant and losing it. So in order to make sure that stories like that does not continue, they need to tackle it once and for all so that things like that will stop, you know. So, but they really want Iyanifa to come down to Nigeria, especially now that they say Dr. Lizzie is not taking it funny. Dr. Lizzie have made it clear that something must be done about it. They are not going to fold their arms and watch such a scenario repeat itself in her life again. So now we heard that they called on Iyanifa, and Iyanifa said she will only come if Kabiyesi will agree to her terms and conditions. Remember the first time she came to the palace when they were talking about Queen Naomi returning back and not returning back? Remember that Iyanifa told Kabiyesi, if you want to bring back Queen Naomi into the palace, you must make sure that someone like a Blow Blow and Igbi, you should stop having conjugal duties with the two of them. Because as long as you do that, everything they plan or all their jazz, all their juju them will be effective. They will be getting you with it. At some point, Kabiyesi was listening because they said there was a time he started avoiding them. He stopped doing kerewa with them. And at that time, Iyanifa was still in the palace and things was working. After Iyanifa also carried out some cleansing on Kabiyesi and all of that. But at some point, Kabiyesi started going inside chambers with these two women again. And a lot of things spoiled. Angrily, the second Iyanifa left the palace. So you see that Iyanifa always come through for Kabiyesi whenever there is problem. And she always provide solution to the problem. But the main problem is that Kabiyesi never sticks to her own advice. Because when someone that is helping you in spiritual matters will tell you, do this, don't do this, so that things like this will not happen again, or see what is ahead of you, see what they are planning to do to you, this is something you must do to avoid it. You will say okay. When the person go, you will start doing those things she said you will not do, you shouldn't do. You find out that you keep having those spiritual problems. Those ones they are planning, it will still come to pass, because what you were told to avoid them, you did not avoid them. You keep doing those things. Now Iyanifa is saying that I can tell you what happened and all of that, but one thing we will have an agreement on before coming is that whenever we find out who is behind this, you are going to allow me deal with that person, or you particularly will deal with that person disgracefully, publicly, so that people will know that this is the enemy of the palace. And by so doing, things like that will not continue. And if there's anyone who is still planning to do such a thing, the person will not do it again. So that is what they said Iyanifa told Kabiyesi, that will be the condition that she will come down. But I don't know if Kabiyesi is going to accept the condition or not, because a lot of people are saying that you will not blame Kabiyesi, because if Kabiyesi expose any of the wives on what they are doing, when the information gets out there, bloggers will carry it. A lot of people will carry the news. And when they will be talking about this person, they will be talking about Kabiyesi, not the woman. They will say, okay, Kabiyesi's wife. You know what that means? It is Kabiyesi's name that they are causing dent to. So Kabiyesi is only protecting them because of his own interest, not because what they are doing is good. But you need to call a spade if you really want that to stop. And that is what they said Dr. Elizabeth is saying this time. Dr. Lizzie said that the reason they keep having this kind of problem in the palace is because even after finding out who is behind it, they will do nothing to the person. They will just threaten the person, don't do this, or highest, Kabiyesi will call the person's family and warn them to warn their daughter. That will be the end. Tomorrow that person will do more. But if Kabiyesi will say, okay, if you do this, you are leaving this marriage. If you do this, you will pay severely for it. And when he find out, he will also make the person pay. You find out that there will be no stories like this kind of things that we are hearing. And that is just the truth. So right now, they say, Iyanifa have told Kabiyesi, if only you will allow me to expose the person publicly, that is the only condition I am coming. So that is where we are right now. Don't forget that these are all alleged rumors, speculated, unverified information, okay? Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.